So, y'all, I saw last night that Donald Trump had been brought up on charges and would be facing impeachment. When I saw it last night, I said, well, let me see if black people gonna be dumb about this shit. I'll wake up today, check the pulse of the world, and of course, black people are being dumb about this shit. Now, I don't mind white people being dumb because that doesn't affect me. It doesn't affect my team. White people being fucking ignorant. But black people being ignorant does affect my team. I do not understand black people choosing at this point. It's 2019 so-called, and it's almost 2020 so-called, and we are choosing to be ignorant about things when we could just do a little bit of research. I saw this post on CNN. I figured I would come in here, read this post off, so that way it'll give you the knowledge, give you the understanding of what's happened thus far with impeachment in this country. Been three presidents impeached thus far in American history. 3Ks, don't get this shit fucked up, incorporated. Donald Trump is the third. The first was Andrew Johnson in 1868. The House passed 11 articles of impeachment against Johnson, a Democrat. They were mostly connected to violating the Tenure of Office Act, a law passed specifically to curb Johnson's ability to fire cabinet officials appointed by Abraham Lincoln, a Republican, before his assassination. Guess what happened with Andrew Johnson? Nothing. Because for some reason, y'all believe that impeachment, that process, I think y'all hear the word impeachment and think a motherfucker's, kicking somebody out of the White House. It reminds me of, I see Uncle Phil in my head throwing DJ Jazzy Jeff out the house. It don't work like that. Y'all, what do y'all be thinking? What are y'all talking about? President 2, one of y'all's favorite presidents. Right? Bill Clinton was impeached in 1998. The House passed 2 articles of impeachment against Clinton for perjury before a grand jury and obstructing lawsuits. The charges stem from Ken Starr's year-long independent counsel investigation that started as an inquiry into a land deal before Clinton was elected, but morphed into a look at his affair in the White House. Some of us are old enough to remember this. Whenever Bill had gotten that Lewinsky, as y'all call it now, they started off on some real shit, ended up talking about him getting some head and fucking bitches in the White House. Y'all know what happened to Bill Clinton? Nothing at all. Because they brought articles against him, but 2/3 of the Senate have to vote against him to get him the fuck up out of there. Y'all celebrating too early. It's almost like people, celebrating a team winning in the middle of the third quarter of a game. Let's say football. Y'all love that bullshit. It's football season right now. That's like Browns being up on the Jets by 10 in the third quarter and you cheering hard as fuck and you go ahead and leave. You go ahead and leave the game. Oh, they won this. That's how stupid it is. There's a whole quarter that hasn't been played yet. Y'all hear the word impeachment, y'all think it means get him the fuck up out of there, and that's not what it means. Trump was impeached on Wednesday. The House passed 2 articles of impeachment against Trump for abuse of power and obstruction of Congress. The first involves his use of taxpayer dollars to pressure the Ukrainian president, and the other has to do with his attempt to block congressional oversight. So this is what Trump has been. They brought articles of impeachment against him for. If you ask me, the same thing's going to happen as been happening the whole time. He going to still be in there. But maybe if y'all want to go the historical route, maybe he will get put out of there and y'all will get Pence instead. Y'all black folk, y'all dumb. Racist for a racist, y'all hype. Like, it doesn't make any sense. If you notice, one thing that neither of these presidents have been impeached for, and that's signing racist legislation. And this even goes back all the way to 1868. They haven't been found or brought up on any type of impeachment that has anything to do with racist legislation or policy against your black ass. Enforcing systematic white supremacy against your black ass. This has absolutely nothing to do with black people. But y'all done fell for the Trump propaganda. Let's even talk about, I'll do this one to make sure we cover all bases. Because I had this one, actually, I was mistaken. I had Nixon mixed up with Johnson. Says it's worth noting that in 1974, the House Judiciary Committee passed 3 articles of impeachment against Richard Nixon related to Watergate, but Nixon resigned after Republican senators told him he'd lost their confidence. He was never impeached. So Nixon was like, you know what? Let me get the fuck up out of here. And yeah, y'all go ahead. Yeah, vice. Yeah, you sitting the vice boy, and yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just head out, as y'all say. Nixon hit him with the eye, and I'm gonna head out before SpongeBob did this shit. Remember, before the SpongeBob meme, Nixon did that. No jail time for his involvement in Watergate. He was just like, I'm out, and nothing happened to him. Understand what y'all dealing with. This is what we dealing with out here in real life. Y'all black people need to stand down. This has nothing to do with you. They're not impeaching him because he's racist. Like, what's wrong with you niggas? Y'all think y'all winning? They don't care if he's racist. That's normal as far as white folk are concerned. And white presidents in particular. Look at the legislation they signed. Look at the wage gap. The reason black people are needing reparations right now because this whole system is fucked up and is against us. The reason it's been allowed to be that way is because every president to get in office ignores you niggas. He ignores you. Allows injustices to happen against you. That's not just Donald Trump. That's all of them. That's who they are. That's who they've been. Bill Clinton did that dumbass crime bill. It caused that boom in privatized prison complexes. One of the main reasons that your black ass is sitting in prison, our black ass is sitting in prison like that, at rates much higher than anybody else in the fucking nation. They didn't impeach him for that. They don't care nothing about that. They was on him about getting head in the white. Like, do y'all see what I'm saying? Like, they don't care nothing about you. So for you to be running around out here acting like this is some victory for you, then you're mistaken. And you're not paying attention. You are mistaken. And you're choosing to be ignorant in this day and age. No president has actually been thrown out of the White House yet. But I know 9 times out of 10 I'm preaching to the choir. No matter how much information I put out here for black people, they don't seem to pay any attention. I will be continuing, I'm sure, see black people, because y'all not going to share this video. Y'all not going to share any information or knowledge, because most of us don't even have it. But I will continue to see black people be ignorant all day, all throughout the rest of December into January. And actually, I saw a post that said Pelosi, y'all's bitch that y'all celebrate for some reason I still don't understand, just a racist white bitch. Pelosi has withdrew the articles of impeachment now. You see what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let me try to look that up for y'all. Since we're here. So let's just try to be thorough. Let me see if it can come up. I think she withdrew. Yeah, she withdrew. Hold on. If I'm not mistaken. Hold on, I'm trying to find it. I think it was the Washington Post that I see it on. Y'all just be patient. Y'all ain't doing shit else, so just gotta be patient. I'm trying to find a... God damn it. Here, I'll just use this one, because, I mean, I just want y'all to understand what's happening. So what they've done is get you hyped. She said she don't even know she's going to take it to the Senate. Y'all see that? Y'all done got hype. Y'all celebrating all this shit. You know, y'all hype, which is dumb anyway, but y'all doing it. She said, well, now I don't even know when I'm going to take it over there to the people. I'm glad y'all, you know, we got the vote out the way. I got the papers in my hand, but I don't know when she not in a rush to take it to them people like that right now. She waiting. As you can see here, it says, but now there's uncertainty about just when and if the case will move to the U.S. Senate. Without that part, none of this means anything. You think she'd have been running down there? As soon as she got the papers in her hand, she'd have just sprinted down that bitch, wouldn't she? But no, it's theater. Y'all, this shit ain't real. Let me show y'all what I mean. Let me go back over here. This shit ain't real, y'all. And we gotta understand that shit because we look ignorant. We just look ignorant. I'm not saying that we aren't, because I guess I can't sit here and act like it's just a look. Like, I'm sure the shit's real, but y'all, we gotta stop being so damn ignorant, man. This shit ain't got nothing to do with black folk. Absolutely nothing to do with black people. Stand down. Stand down. I'm sure people will be talking a lot about this, so, you know, this will just be one of those videos, but, you know, it's just, I just wish we was smart. I wish we was paying attention to the pattern and what they do and how they treat you, how they treat us, how they treat this political arena, this political theater, to get y'all hype. Black people, you need to sit your ass down somewhere. You shouldn't be clapping. You really shouldn't even be facing the direction of this shit. I see, you know, you got in a church, you got everybody in the pulpit, not in the pulpit, but in the congregation facing the pulpit. Black people, every black person in that crowd need to be turning around and looking at the door. Because that's what we need to be looking at this point. Unifying with each other and looking at the goddamn door. White America should only be able to see our backs right now. Because we're not paying attention to their fuckery. Their games, their tricks. Like, this ain't got nothing to do with us, y'all. Seriously. But that's all the fuck I wanted to say. Y'all comment if you feel the need to comment, like, share, subscribe, notification bell, links in the description box to follow me on social media. Order a t-shirt from a brother, make a donation via Patreon. Those links are in the description box. Shout out Team Rob, y'all already know what the fuck it is. I'm out.